Hello, family and friends all over the world. I hope everyone is doing wonderful on today. I pray that you and your family are staying safe and you had a wonderful new year coming in and the old year is gone. Well, I thank God that we are here back together again. So today I am going to do a journal. This is my first time doing a journal, so I'm going to do a journal for you today. And I'm also going to use a die cut machine. This is my first time using a die cut machine, so come along, come with me and create art with Sharon Johnson. Sharon Johnson's art. Come along. This is my cutting template. I have two cutting templates. I will be using the trees and the chimney. I have adhesive that I might use, but I'm not for sure. But I do know I will be using the Mod Podge. It's like glue. I have the washi tape, and I have different color of cardstock paper. I have the red, the greens, I have the brown, the blue, and I have black. I will be using those. I have the acrylic white paint that I'll be using. I have two design paper that I will be using for my journal. This is the journal I will be working out of. And I will be using a white gel pen, a number 2 pencil, and a pair of scissors. These are the materials that I will be using. As you can see, I will be using the yellow paper. I forgot to put it in the video. As you can see, I have yellow. I will use that as my part of my fire that will be going into the fireplace. There's 2 tones, so I will be using 2 tones for the fire. Oh, and this is also the chimney that I will be using as well. The stockings, which I'm going to put 2 pair instead of 1.5 pair. I'm going to use 2 pair of stockings. And then the wreath that's on the chimney. Then I'm going to use cutting template, which would be this tree right here. I will use this right here to cut it out. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, lay this right here. I'm going to lay it up. I'm going to put it like this, put the paper on top of it. Then I'm going to get the other template, put the paper on top of that, because I can put more than 2 templates and paper on here to send it through the die cut. I'm going to lay the stocking here and the paper. Hopefully you can see that stocking. And then I'm going to lay the paper on top. I'm going to put the plate on top of the templates that I'm going to be cutting out. And I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine. I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine, and it will cut the paper, my paper that I cut out. Pretty little stocking that I cut it out. Turned out to be real nice. There you go. Turned out to be real nice. I cut out a little wreath that'll be hanging on the chimney, and then I cut out the fire. I'm going to cut out 2 more. Oh, here's my tree. I'm going to lay the paper on top. Here's the chimney. I'm going to lay the paper on top of that. Plate on top so it won't move around. And then I'm going to send it through my die cut machine. 1 at a time, because I was trying to do 2 at a time. Let's try 1 at a time. There we go. The chimney. You see the little pieces? It came out of the chimney. All you have to do is punch these little pieces of papers out. It will come out. You'll be ready to design a beautiful journal. The tree through my die cut machine. Okay, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful die cut. Nice die cut. Beautiful. My next step, I am going to make a window. I have my materials here to get started on my journal. So I'm going to make a window. I'm going to make 2 windows, as a matter of fact. I made a window a couple of months ago. When I was doing some projects, I made this window. And I like working with my hands. I like cutting things with my hand. I like drawing with my hand. So I'm going to trace half of this onto this paper, 1 window, and then I'm going to do it again for a second window. This is how I'm going to do this. It's not even because, like I said, I do it by hand. I like doing things by hand. And see, the die cut machine was my first time using. I had never had a die cut machine, and my daughters and my son asked me what I would like for Christmas, and I told them I would like to have a die cut machine since I never had one. So they bought me one for Christmas. And I also asked for a glimmer machine. Melts the foil on your drawing. I have measured it off because, like I said, I already did this one handmade. So I'm just measuring it off. I know you probably can't see that. Let me try to zoom in because I had already drew this window like a couple of months ago. Make sure this is right. Make sure I got it right. Okay, I know what I did. There we go. That's my window. Make sure it's even. I'm going to draw one more window. Okay, I cut my two windows out. There they are together. I cut out one of them, and then I drew another one and cut the second one out. So these are my two windows. Remember in the beginning of the video, I have two design patterns. I had two books, and there's two different designs. And I will be using the design out of these two books. So I'm going to try to find a real good design for my floor. I had chosen one, and the one that I really like was this pattern right here for my floor. I thought I had one that was already ready to go because I have like 2 or 3 different patterns. But since I didn't tear it out earlier, I'm going to tear it out now. And it does have a front and a back patterns. So whatever side you would like to use, you can use that side to give it a nice flow of your paintings or your picture. Nice. I like this color right here, so I'm going to use that. Okay, put that to the side. And with this right here, I need something for a frame. Because I'm going to put a frame above, a frame in a picture above the chimney. So I want to find a picture that could put over the chimney. So let's design. Oh, I like that. These are music notes. It's really pretty with the gold glimmery looking shiny color. It's gold. It's real pretty. I like it. So what I'm gonna use is a picture of some deers. So I'm gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna put that in a frame. It's not gonna be real big, so I'm gonna put it in a frame, and I'll show you how I will make the frame. So I'm gonna use this for my background. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my window and I'm gonna place it right here on top of the black cardstock paper. So this is how I'm gonna do my frame. Like I said, I like using my hands. I like to, free draw, and using the die cut machine is very helpful. And it makes your artwork look very neat and pretty. So I also like to work with my hands because I like to free draw, make sure everything is the way I would like it. So I'm going to draw a frame. I'm going to go around in the inside of the window. Oops. Well, you're not going to be able to see that when I get ready to cut it out. I'm going to go inside the window, and then I'm going to the outside. I'm just tracing the size of the window to make my frame to go above the chimney. Alright, I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to bring it in a little closer. You can see it. I don't know if you can. Making sure they're all the same size, the same. It's not perfect. You won't get it perfect. You just play around with it, and then I'm going to cut it out. Hopefully you can see that. If not, then I'm going to cut it out and you'll be able to see it. So I hope everybody's doing good. Hope you're enjoying the video that I'm making. Please give me thumbs up if you like the video so far. And don't forget to like, share, and comment. And subscribe to my channel. And then I'm going to cut out the inside of the window. Not the window, but the frame. Sorry, I said window. I'm sorry. I'm cutting out the frame. Then I'm going to put the picture inside, or I'm going to put the picture behind the frame. And I chose the deer. This is the frame that's going to go above the chimney. And I'm going to put the deer, I'm going to place the picture of the deer right in here. Remember, I have 2 windows that I had cut out. And I need something to give me an outdoor look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this blue because it's going to be the outside. I'm going to cut, I'm going to trace, first I'm going to trace the outside of the, trace the outside of the window. This is going to be the outdoors. You know, you're inside the house and you're looking outside, and what do you see? Blue clouds, trees. That's what you see. So I'm gonna tape this on the back of my window so it looks like you're looking outside. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do 2 of these. I'm gonna cut out 2 of them. That's the outside. Remember, this is the outside. Now remember, I had die cut 2 trees, and this is the way it's gonna look, just like that. So far, it's looking pretty good. Okay, here's the second window with with a second tree. It'll look something like that, but it looks real pretty outside. But I'm also gonna use my white acrylic. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna splash it with a little paint. But I'm not gonna splash the windows. I'm just gonna splash the blue and the trees to like it's snowing outside. Okay, one more thing that I need to do with my window, I need to add some curtains. Remember, my window looks like this. I need to add some curtains. So I'm going to find pretty material that will look good on my window. I like this right here. I had already looked at it earlier, so I like this, and I'm going to tear it out. I believe it will look really pretty for my window. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trace I'm gonna design curtain inside, and then I'm gonna cut it out. So this is my window. I'm gonna make my curtains. Sorry. I'm going out. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm gonna go on the outside. I'm gonna draw the outside of the window, and then I'm gonna come out like the windows have been pushed back. You know, the curtains have been pushed back. So that way you'll be able to look out the window. And then I'm going to cut it. I have to make 2 of these. So I'm going to cut it. Let's see. First I'm going to do the inside. So I almost forgot to do the inside. So let me trace the inside. Well, I have been doing a lot with the windows. The windows have curtains. So I will be gluing that on the front of the window. Cut this part right here out. I'm going to cut around here, and then I'm going to angle it. See that? I angled it. Cut it, and then I'm going to angle it. There you go. So I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to have to erase all of this off, so that way it won't show up on the curtain when I get ready to paste it all down. Now here's my curtain. I'm going to make sure that it's on here correctly. It's going to look like this. Here's the background of the window and the tree. This is the way it's going to look. I'm going to paste it all down. I will trim some more of this off so that it look real nice and neat. But that's the way it's going to look, just like that. But I'm going to trim some of it down, some of the paper down. I finished cutting out all the material that I need for my art journal. This is my art journal. It's a mixed media art journal. The reason why I chose this is because I like the brass that is on this art journal. It's easy to open it up, flip it around, and it stays in place, and I just enjoy working in this. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I have did already in my art journal. I did a watercolor of books. I haven't finished it, and I bought some new watercolors. They're pen watercolors. So this was my first picture I put in my journal. Then I used a gel pen. So this is my second picture I put in here. And so this is a gel pens I have used. They're like 96 or either 48. I think I chose a 48. So this is my second piece of the journal. And then I was just drawing some pictures here. I have 2 pillows, a basket, a lamp. I have the clothes hanger and a fan that I drew. Right here is just watercolor. circles with bubbles, different size circles. And I enjoy doing this, and I'm gonna have to finish it. I haven't finished it, but I need to finish it. So this is why I like the art journal, because I can just flip it and move on to the next page.